It's for the soldiers that see the sun at midnight. You dig? Let me slow down. It's so incredible. I go to the grave before I be a bitch nigga. Better behave, you dealing with some rich niggas. We the lost symbols speaking cryptic codes. Ancient wisdom valuable like gifts of gold. I embark on life, my path is all map. I understand the codes, these actors can't crack. I understand the folks expect me to fold. Community control. Welcome to another episode of Smoke Sessions. I am Church. This is my man 50 Grand Jack. Cardoso is still on vacation. I don't know if he come back. He may come back. We got to check. I tried to text him. He said he sent me a picture. He's on the goddamn beach in some shorts. Good for him. Because my nephew. He deserves a break. So, I got a question from a viewer. And they asked me, what do you believe in strongly? And I had to think about it. Because, I get in my head, I'm a deep thinker sometimes. Some of the savagery I say is already processed up here waiting to come out. So I told myself a long time ago, growing up as a kid, becoming a young adult, teenager, I saw some bad relationships. And as I got older, I saw the good and the bad of marriages and long relationships. So I'm gonna tell this story, and then I'm gonna say what I believe in. So growing up, and I hate to put you out there, big unc, but as a kid, I saw my uncle. I'm gonna call him Jay Boogie. His wife. He was passive, and I thought it was. Sometimes I was like, I don't know, you a little too passive for me. Because I say he was passive because his wife would talk to him, which I believe, I get to that, but she would talk to him crazy. Like, if you and your wife get into it in public, I think y'all should stop and say, we will talk about this when we get home. But my aunt, we're gonna call her Valentine, she used to talk to him like he was a child in public. We used to be at family functions, and she used to say, Jay Boogie, I need you to not ask. She would say, Jay Boogie, I need you to go to the store and get me a pack of cigarettes. As any good husband, if you ask me, I'll go get it. But if you tell me, like I'm a 12-year-old kid, like I got a situation, especially in front of public. In front of public, I got a situation if you tell me that if we by ourselves. That's the difference. Talk to me like I'm a grown-up. Don't talk to me like a kid. So as I grew older, high school, work, it got worse. Jay Boogie growing up used to be a stocky motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? He used to look like he lift weights. Never lift weights, but he stayed in shape. I recently saw Jay Boogie a couple years ago, and Jay Boogie got skinny. Jay Boogie looked like he been smoking crack. I hate to say it, but Jay Boogie, like, he been doing fucking chemo. Jay Boogie look bad. He look skinny. He's a cancer patient. He's not really, but he looked like it. So after seeing that, and then after seeing how my friends would treat their girlfriends and their wives, I came up with a system. May not fit for everybody. This fits for me. So to me, this is the order that I understood that makes a good relationship. First, you go ahead, start off as friends. That way, the communication, she sees you at your best or your worst, and vice versa. So communication, and this is why I said a long time ago, and when Cash was here one episode, and I don't think I've said it a couple times with some friends that when you're messing or dating with somebody, you have to ask the hard questions. You have to ask, what are you looking for? Do you want kids? Where do you see your future? Um, Ask weird questions like, have you been in this situation? Have you ever done this? Break the ice. Because if you go through the minute questions of where you work, what do you do for fun, that'll come along the line. But the hard questions will always dictate where you see yourself with that person. Prime example, I was, who, I was in a relationship and we were sitting at a restaurant. I asked a hard question. I asked, and it was we were sitting there just drinking. And we were just having a conversation. I was like, look, I got a question. Hopefully you'll answer it. I don't want to offend you, but I'm going to ask it anyway. So she was like, okay, I don't mind. So I asked her, I'm like, do you see yourself one day, and I think I was in my 20s, and I was like, do you see yourself one day getting married and having kids? The look on her face told me everything I needed to know, but I still wanted to hear it. She was like, I don't see myself ever getting married because I'm having too much fun. I don't ever want kids because they're a headache. I'm like, okay. I'm like, not now. I'm like, when you're in your 30s and your 40s. Right now, I understand, everybody's having fun when they're young. That's probably an answer that all young people say. But when you're in your 30s and your 40s, do you see yourself having kids and settling down? She was like, no, because I don't feel as though, don't worry about that. Everything is, oh, Jack. Let me fix old Jack for y'all people real quick. You know what I'm saying? Jack is right here. We're going to go ahead and flex him out a little bit. God damn it, Jack. Put your head right there, Jack. Let's get right. There we go. So she was like, and she said the same answer. And I'm like, no, she said that I don't feel that I will change. And I was like, what do you mean? Your personality or your looks? Like, she was like, my mentality and my features. I'm like, you do know the one thing that will catch you and always catches people is time. For the time in Mother Nature, they will fuck you over at some point. And she was like, not for me. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know. And we was only had one drink at this time. I'm like, her fucking tolerance can't be this low. She cannot be this goddamn slow. But it did trigger something in my mind because I'm like, let me go further with this goddamn conversation. Even though I knew at this point I should walk away, pay for the drinks, and leave. But oh no, curiosity fucked me over. So I'm like, so why, that's your looks. So why is your mentality like you don't never want to get married? She was like, well, these fucking, excuse me for saying, these N-words, these motherfuckers out here, these men can't get right. I'm like, so is it every relationship you had, is it just the men's fault? You had nothing to do? She was like, no. I'm like, okay, to each his own. There's three sides to a story. Yours, here's the truth. I'm like, I can't hear his, so I'm gonna go with what you say. And then she was like, she asked me, she was like, one day, do you want kids and have a family? I'm like, as a heterosexual man, yes, because I understand that I will get older. I'm gonna want to settle down with some fucking body and hopefully have some kids. But yeah, but your opinion is cool. So, friends, communication. Next comes, that's my order, friends, communication. Because you got to thank people, the physical attraction will always be there. For men and women, you have to be physically attracted to somebody majority of the time. Majority of the time to give them a chance. And for men, a woman really you have to either say the right thing, look the right way. Something got to balance out. You can look like Biggie, but you have that bread. Or you can look like Morris Chestnut. I ain't saying he's stupid, but I'm just saying, what if Morris had no common sense? You see how that balances out? So physical attraction will always be there. It's the conversation, being friends. And then once you get to a point where the hard questions come out and you feel some kind of connection, then you keep growing from there. And once you do that, and then y'all get, you know what I'm saying, do what them grown folk do, get a little physical. And if that just adds on to the connection. Because nowadays, even when I was growing up, people would jump around in different orders. Attraction, sex, conversation, minute. And then down the line, they would figure out like, fuck, we have shit in common because we done talked about everything under the sun. Like, to me, that's the wrong order, pimping. Because at the end of the day, you can have sex all day, every day. But at some point in your fucking relationship, you're going to have a fucking conversation. Men, and this is what I don't like, men, don't be undecisive. If your lady asks you like, hey babe, where you want to go? At this point, this is where the hard conversations and the questions and the connection takes apart. Because you should know by the conversations what she like to do, what she like to eat, what she like to go. As a man, if she said, hey babe, let's go do something, back in your mind, you'd be like, okay, my babe likes sushi. Or she want to go get some margaritas at this first certain spot. That's when you be like, all right, look, this is what we're going to do. There's a nice sushi bar we can go to that serve that favorite lemon drop shit you like. Let's hit that up. She'll be like, bet. But some dudes, whatever you want to do, babe. Whatever you want to do, babe. And then she starts saying, are you going to make a goddamn decision? I don't respect you. Dudes, I don't respect that bullshit. Get your mind right. Make a goddamn decision. Because at this point, you're no longer the leader. You're a fucking retard. My bad. You're a donkey. Right, Jack? Jack agrees. So, and ladies, and this is the problem I have with dudes. We do this. We start this fucking train because women have learned to be in control because men, not fucking boys in a man's body, you fucks, do not know how to be a man and lead. Big problem. Big fucking problem. Because, and I get it, people grow in different situations, you grew up in different neighborhoods, but at some point, you have to, as a man, look in the mirror, see your faults, there's good shit you can do, keep doing that, keep improving on that, but recognize your bad traits and put some more effort into that. Change. As a man, the basic shit that you should know as a goddamn man: pay your goddamn bills, mortgage, rent, insurance. Because why would you bring, if you can't even pay your own goddamn rent, why in the fuck would you get in a relationship? Makes no goddamn sense. How you gonna lead? What you gonna say? Hey babe, I forgot to do this month. Can you handle that for me? She's the man. She pull up her pants. And that's where the problem is, because if a lady keeps going through the same dumb shit with the same type of retard, my bad, donkey, what do you think is going to happen after the third or fourth relationship? When she meets that fifth dude, she's already mentally like, this motherfucker might not know what the fuck he doing in life. But what if he's a good dude? Now, men, you fucked this good dude over for the simple fact she had to go through you fucking donkeys. It's not his fault. He's got to pay for your mistakes. But some men can take it for the long stride, wait it out, try to work with it, give them time, show them, prove that you are not like the rest of the donkeys. Some men, I know some friends like, she want to be the dude. I'm out this motherfucker. I got friends like that. They tell me some stories, fucking outrageous stories. And women, give the dude a fighting chance. If you see he's making forth a little bit of effort, you don't have to go full blown with it. Just give him a little inch. Show him that you recognize that he's making a full blown trying effort. But that's the order I have learned that I would like for the person I'm going to be with to have. Be my friend. Let's laugh and joke with everything. When you see me going savage on goblins, and I was like, she's a fucking whale, let him be him. Second, conversations. The hard questions, any questions. Because at some point, a man will be vulnerable enough. And women, this is when you know he cares. He will be vulnerable enough to let the curtain down and show you and tell you how you feel. And the only thing, and I'm saying this from experience, when y'all call him too sensitive or too sassy, or he's wrong for expressing himself to you, it's different if you do that shit in public. I'm with you. This motherfucker, something wrong. We got a situation. I got to tell you, I am a counselor. Give me a call, and I'll give you my number. But if he's being vulnerable with you, it's something about you that he understands and trusts about you that makes him want to do it. And the worst thing that you could do is the same thing for a woman, is you shut him down. Because once a man goes cold, I feel sorry for the next one, because he gonna remember and he gonna go fucking ape shit like, fuck this. She gonna do some same dumb shit as the last one. But it's gotta be equal balance. That's why I say the hard questions. The hard questions will make you become not just friends, but best friends. That physical attraction will always be there because that's how he got the courage enough to talk to you. And next, if the physical attraction is there, that's just the fucking cherry on top of the goddamn cake. Men, once you find that, hey, lock that shit down. Fuck around. I'm telling you, once you find a real one, I've heard many songs. You pass this fucking chance, you may not get another one. It's only one chance in a lifetime to find a soulmate. If she's a good one, don't fuck around with these slores. Because old dudes, you motherfuckers want to relive the goddamn high life. You're 45 thinking you're 18 again. The clubs are not the same. The women's not the same. Pick you a good one. If you find a good one before that, let it grow. Let that motherfucker blossom, Pippin. There's nothing wrong with having one. Other than that, ladies, give them a chance. Not every dude is like the last dude. I understand some red flags, tendencies, but everybody has tendencies. But if you go looking for these tendencies, then you already talked yourself out of a good dude, probably. But with the hard questions, that'll answer everything. Everything that the last two dudes did, ask them, what would you do in this situation? And if the answer is what the last two did, you might want to go ahead and, excuse me, I don't think this is going to work out. Thank you for the date. Walk out. And dudes do the same thing. Dudes, you should know. You should fucking know. You should fucking know. It's understandable to give people the benefit of the doubt. But when these hard questions come and they give you some crazy fucking answers, thank you. Had a good time. We may not see each other again. May not call you. Don't gotta. On that note, I told you. From God to vessel to you. Church is out.